Calculating interest on savings. Before we begin calculating interest on savings, you need to become familiar with several key terms. Let's begin. Principal, it's the original amount deposited in your savings account. It can be $5, $50, $100, or $1,000. Interest rate, the annual percentage rate used to calculate your interest on savings. Simple interest, interest earned only on the principal amount. And compound interest, interest paid on the original principal and on interest previously earned and accumulated. Simple interest calculations will give you the same amount of interest earned each year. The formula finds that your interest is principal times the rate times the time. So if you deposit $100 at 6%, your interest would be calculated at $100 times 6% for 1 year. Your interest rate is the annual rate. A quicker way of calculating your interest for several years is as follows. Principal amount times your annual rate times your total number of years. Take a look at these examples. Here's a schedule showing how your savings grew over a 10-year period. Leave your money in the bank, you earned $50 over 10 years. By not spending this $100, you allowed your money to make money for you. Most banks do not use simple interest to pay interest to their customers. What they do offer is compound interest, which is calculated on the principal and on the accumulating interest earned in the previous years. Let's take a look at this example. Year 1, you have $100 of principal and earn interest of $6. To calculate year 2, you use $106 as your principal starting amount. So your calculation would be 106 times 6%. Year 3 would be the principal that you got at the end of year 2, which was $112.36, and that would be multiplied by 6%. Total interest earnings in year 3 was $19.10. Over time, compound interest will make more money than simple interest. The formula for calculating compound interest is the principal times 1 plus the rate times the number of years the amount is deposited. Note, another name for accumulating balance is future value. The future value is the amount to which your money grows over a period of time to a specific rate of interest. Let's practice. In this example, your principal is $1,000 and the interest rate is 10% compounded annually for 5 years. The result is $1,610.51. Now let's take a look at the interest rate if it was 6%. Using the same principal amount, after 5 years, your total savings are $1,338.23. Banks and other financial institutions offer various ways of calculating compound interest. To calculate interest compounded more than a year, you must first find the periodic rate. Let's say your annual interest of 6% is compounded semi-annually, or twice a year. The period would be 3%. The quarterly periodic rate would be 1.5%, and the monthly periodic rate would be 0.5%, or 0.5%. In many cases, interest is compounded daily. The daily periodic rate is found by dividing the annual rate by 365. Banks use 360. This is called the bank rate. Let's check your understanding. Calculate the following and see if your process is correct. Remember, find the periodic rate first and then complete your calculations. The rule of 72 is a shortcut that can be used to find out how many years it will take for an investment to double in value. using compound interest. The formula is 72 divided by the annual interest rate. At 4%, the savings will double every 18 years. At 6%, the value will double every 12 years. At 9%, it will double in 8 years. And at 12%, it will double in 6 years.